Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. This is Lucas Cameron. He works with us now, and he does all our off-grid, our water, off-grid water and off-grid solar. And what we wanted to show you today, a quick little video. It's not hooked up to a home, but this is our water system inside this box. We're going to run it through you a little bit just to show you how this system is working. People out there, we've sold probably, I don't know, 13, 14 of these. We're still tweaking it, but this is our final, kind of our last retrofit, as you will, different pumps, switches and stuff. And I want to show Lucas, Lucas to explain to you, can't hardly talk with all this noise going on in here, that how it works, all right? So this is a water system that recirculates gray water, filters it back out, and doesn't discharge it back into a system. It goes back into a big holding tank, all right? Lucas, take us through, buddy.
All right. First off, the air pump that we used to mount on the black tank, it's actually mounted inside the unit now, and you can hear it's really quiet, the little motor that's running in there. So if you've got it pretty close to
Can you hear him real well? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
And so what we've done,
You come over here.
is we house all the electrical controls. We house everything in a waterproof enclosure now. And the startup right here, everything's automated with the flip of a switch. So this, the pump system that I'll get into in a minute, it's automated. And the other one is automated as well. So everything, you don't have to touch anything on it, but we'll start from over here on the house side.
So let's do a flow, and this is how it starts, okay?
So the water comes in right here from your black tank.
So this is where the big tank. So you got your big old tank right here. So you got the filtered water. It's already been outside, or rainwater. Starts in here. So you turn on your faucet in your house, water goes in right there first now, okay?
And now we've set it, you can see there's red marked PEX and there's blue marked PEX. The blue marked PEX is regular water flow. The red is for if you're needing to prime this. So you could open this up, you can use a water hose. We put an adapter here where you can use a water hose, or you can take and fill it with a bottle of water, prime your pump, and that way if the water ever gets low in your black tank, your whole tank that ran out and you needed to reprime your pump, you're not having to do a lot of work in your box. It's easy, a moment, and you're ready to go again.
But that's only if the tank goes dry.
Right.
You don't ever have to prime this thing unless your tank goes dry, right?
Right, and
Okay.
we're going to ship them out primed nowadays too. So this customer has their system already primed, both pumps ready to go out the door. Now this right here is the most important probably valve in the whole box, is because not only does it keep the pump primed in shipment, but also it controls the flow into your house. So depending on the shower heads you have, the faucets, the rate of flow per minute, you can actually adjust this out, and that helps two things. It helps not flood the box so much where the green pump has to do a lot of work, and it also regulates the flow into the house. That way you can decide how much water flow you want going in your house. And also if you're a long way away from your house, you can open that up all the way and make up the deficit for the distance being away from your structure. This right here is a 1 micron filter. That's a whole house filter going in. So you're down to 1 micron immediately going out to service your house. And that goes out right here, comes out where you can put an adapter in to go from the water hose adapter into PEX if you want to PEX it into your home. Or you can go from RV style water hose right into your house, run it either way.
Here, let's back up just a little bit better. I don't know, my brain works a little different too. So just to reiterate, when you big tank here, and we've got a system that was hooked up. We just wanted to show you this really cool box, but the water goes in through that pump. This bladder tank puts pressure on it, so when you turn on your faucet, you got some spray. This filters the water again after it's been in the tank, but that's filtered water already. Then this goes to the house, right?
Exactly.
So when I'm in there brushing my teeth, I turn it on, water's coming out of there straight into the house through either a water hose or a permanent pipe, right? Like PEX pipe. PEX is this plastic pipe that we have here. We try to make it as short as we can, because if you live in the North Pole, right?
Yeah, you don't want it freezing up.
Whatever from here to here is going to be exposed to the elements. So we want this as close to the house or in a somewhere contained thing, because it is not prepared for cold weather.
Right.
You have to do that on your own. You have to insulate that on your own. So from here to your house, when you're brushing your teeth, it comes out. Then when it goes down the drain,
Then we're returning
And
here.
this represents my toothbrush water, right?
Right.
Okay, so now we're going to go into here.
Now we have this turned up, 90'd up, just for demonstrative purposes right now, but the piping will just go straight into, from the return on your house into there. So at this point,
Over here, Jake, look here, Victor. Now this is water coming out that was going through this whole system because the system's full. That's filtered water. Go ahead, Lucas.
now this right here, as you can see right here, as I'm flooding the box, the green pump is taking it away because we have a flow control relay now, and it's automated to cut off once that it hits the set point. We also have the flow going through the bottom of the box.
Can we open that box up? Just show them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you got little tabs on the other side. You can lift that up.
And you can clean these filters out right here at any point in time, and all the water goes down through the bottom of the box and out, so that everything, all the sediment and all the little fine particles and stuff,
toenails and
it's
stuff, right?
Right, it's getting screened through here
Snot.
first.
Clothes, stuff, dog hair, filth, grass. Okay.
Now, we have a tensioner spring that keeps that float adjusted, so over the years you won't have to worry about the spring weakening down on you. You can adjust that, and to the flow that's going out of your house, you can see how it's going and adjust that out so that your pump kicks on and off when it needs to, and it won't burn your pump up over the years.
Hey, could you open that up again and then lift that float, and it'll suck the water out of there?
Yeah.
Now watch, everybody.
See, here's the spring,
Now watch all the water. See the water going down inside there?
and see all the waste particles and the small debris. It's
Going
getting
down in
suctioned.
there. Yep. That water's going through this filter. Can you see it, Victor? It's going through this filter, this filter, this filter, then through the ozonator and the ultraviolet light into this tank out here, which represents the big old black tank or whatever size tank you would like, right?
Right.
And these filters go from bigger sediment to finer sediment and then super fine sediment, right?
Correct.
Then through this is what kills all the Ebola and stuff like that, right? Ebola, is that what you call it?
Ciprosporidium, Giardia,
Ciprosporidium and all
crazy
that stuff. Yeah, and influenza and you name it. Got it. That's what kills everything. That right there keep you alive and keep you from going 6 foot under, right? Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this first filter is an open screen carbon filter, and it's 5 micron. And so a lot of the waste sediment's going to get caught there at first.
I have no idea what a micron means, but it's like a big word with 4 letters, right? 4 or 5 letters.
This one here is going to take care of a lot of the arsenic, lead, things like that. The really
Arsenic's not good for you.
yeah. Crazy viruses, the really, really crazy wonky stuff. That one's...
How about the aluminum? I've got my hair tested and I have aluminum in my body. I'm like, yeah. I don't even use aluminum Under Armour stuff.
Oh, no, me neither.
I'm like a heavy metal dude, man.
The tongs, that's all I put
All
with.
I listen to heavy metal. I didn't want to consume it.
The last one is a 1 micron.
Travis is asking, where's the water test?
Where's the water test? Travis, he needs to come here so we can just punch him right in the nose. You know what? We have shipped out the water tests. Where are we at with the water test?
So all the water tests have went out so far, almost to every homeowner, and then we're just waiting for them to go back to the test people to get back the results from that. Also, we done a change up on the filters too, so some of those tests are going to be with the new filters.
And you know, and Travis is right, because I know he's kidding, because we've always talked about having water tests, but we've been tweaking this thing so much, it's like we're telling people to hold off still until we get this system right. Another thing is that it's hard to tell people to do their tests when they don't know when to change out their filters. You know, was it like Roma went through 4 loads of laundry and all that stuff, and then she did. Why did her water turn brown? You said.
Well, some of the water was used from a well that had sulfur in it. And so, like, the water that's being used in some of the systems varies. Some people's getting, like, utility district water. Some people's using, like, a creek water like me in my tiny house. So the water quality is already, some of it's compromised when they're starting with it. And
Right.
they're having to filter all that,
And it
then use it, and then...
exhausts the filters, doesn't it?
Right.
So what we don't know yet is how often to change these. So I tell customers, change them a lot. and then work yourself back to where it's clean, and it starts getting a little bit, and then you know when to change them. You got to know when, like how much you're using the system, right?
Right.
So, I mean, all that's, yeah.
Well, the aeration, the ozone, how that we're dissipating it into the tanks now too, is we've created a tree that's got stainless steel diffusers in it. So like the air stones that you see in large, high quality aquarium tanks, we took it the next level past that. So it's like forcing as much oxidation at the very bottom of the water in the tank too to come up, so that the filtration going back out, the bacteria, there's not a bacteria that we're trying to reduce as much problem that you've got to fight through the front, so that when it goes back through the back side of the tank, you're just sitting there with clean water yet again.
So in our first system, we had relay switches and sensors and all this stuff. We had a DC inverter and all that, right?
Conversion, yeah,
Conversion.
AC to DC.
There's a converter.
It converts the AC down to DC 12.
All that's gone. All that's
gone.
gone. We got a different pump. Now it's a centrifuge pump. Right. So all that's gone. Maybe more efficient. We're learning as we go. Yeah. But that's why the test is kind of being a little bit delayed, somewhat. But we wanted to show you what we're going to do. Is at our jam we had this whole system set up. So what we'll do in future videos is we'll put the tank here, we'll put the sink there again, like we're sinking, and I'm gonna brush my teeth or whatever we're doing, and then we'll run it through and then show how we can do it. And that will show you exactly how this thing works. But we're excited about this right here. Can be bought, shipped to you, and retrofitted on any home. Right? You got water in, water out in the tank, done. And then we got a manual for this thing. We have a written manual of how to go about changing everything out. And as we tweak this, the manual will be changing to show you how to be done, right?
Right. The only thing that can't be put into this system, is this is not for human waste. It's just for gray water.
No caca.
Yeah, none of that. No. Yeah, but the other thing is you can clean this box out. I mean, if you wanted to, you could hose the whole thing out, wipe it down. There's drain plugs in it, and we've got it to where that everything can be like Clorox wiped down, clean, so you never got no bacteria or anything. Like when you're changing your filters out, if you spilled it, you can easily wipe down now. And everything that's important electrically controlled is inside a UL listed waterproof enclosure, and all the fittings and everything electrically are waterproof too. So I mean, we've done everything we possibly can. Oh, and there's all the mounting for this is polycarbonate ballistic grade Lexan. So everything that's mounted between the metal, it won't mold on you.
You can see it right here, Victor, right on the side. I don't know. Lucas knows how to talk better than me. Polycarbonate Lexan. How do you call that?
Yeah, it's polycarbonate Lexan. It's this
polycarbonate Lexan. Look at that back here.
Yeah.
You could take a 44 Magnum and couldn't go through that, couldn't you?
Right. You have to actually take a grinder to sand it.
Good God.
So we try to put the very best.
We have a bulletproof water system.
Just in case you get mad at it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and one other thing that you gotta understand, if you live right in Whitehorse, Canada, you better insulate this sucker. All right. So if you're living anywhere above Whitehorse, you better put that much insulation between you and the world. All right. So anyway, I'm just telling you, this thing will freeze. There's a plug in here for a heater, so you can put a heater in here. You know what I'd do? I'm even thinking about our spray foam is spray foaming the outside of this sucker. The only thing, it doesn't look as nice. This looks really cool.
Right.
Or you can build in the winter. Let's build a little container over top of it. Insulate it, set it over top, and you're good. So there's ways you got to be able to get insulated. It's just like when you buy a home. You don't buy a home and let water hose lay outside on the yard all winter, right?
Right.
You got to roll it up and insulate it. So anyway, hey everybody, anything else, Lucas?
Now, if you have any questions, feel free to email us. We'll try to answer the best we can, but pretty much everything in it, the pumps and everything, the warranties on that, all the information, we can get that to you, no problem.
Yeah. And this actually is going with the workshop. They're heading out tomorrow. We're in there working today with them. This is all their solar panels that they're having. They're going to be off-grid. They got a complete off-grid system, water, solar, everything. We're putting it all, slamming it. Tom's inside. We're all working. So I'm excited, man. This is cool. This is the latest we call it model that we've had, right? Good deal. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Bye.